Back on the lineup alongside Joe Plotchik and Ryan Croak, I'm Jake Bowen. Let's get into our AFC playoff segment, guys. And we'll start with a couple of divisional recaps. Most notably on Saturday evening, the Broncos took down the Bills in overtime, Joel, 33-30. A lot of stuff came down to the end. What are your first thoughts?
It's a fantastic game. I mean, this NFL playoffs has been absolutely amazing so far. My initial thoughts, I feel for Bills fans. I really do, but I do not feel for the team. You have turned the ball over 5 times to 1. I mean, you can blame the refs. Don't turn the ball over 5 times. And the one that I go to is the Josh Allen before halftime. If you follow the basic rules they teach you in Pee Wee football, tuck the ball, they don't get that field goal before half, and you're probably winning that game.
Yeah, and even more egregious, they had a chance to make up for it on the final drive of regulation, and Josh Allen overthrows Dawson Knox, who was wide open inside the 5. If he catches that ball, likely a touchdown, and they're going to win the game. It's just as simple as that. The Bills had this game won, and they had it won on numerous occasions. And the fact that they're crying referees is just absolutely pathetic. It's just unbelievably ignorant of the fact that you had everything that's marred the Bills this season came to fruition in this game in particular. Turnover issues, Josh Allen making poor decisions, and their defense not showing up when it needed to. The Broncos, by all accounts, are not a good offensive team. They looked solid in this game, but they were still very beatable. You know how I know that? You turn it over 5 times, and you still had the ball in overtime, only needing a field goal to win the game. And you come up short, and you want to blame the referees. Look in the mirror. This is why Sean McDermott got fired, and deservedly so. Any team that complains about the referees, when you look at that box score and you watch the game, the poor decision-making, the turnovers, the amount of chances you had to win this game despite your own idiocy. It's just ridiculous to then watch your own errors cause your downfall and blame the referees. And every call they made late in the game, by the way, was absolutely correct. Buffalo made their own bed. It had been made for weeks. This was coming. I saw this coming from a mile away. I was concerned about them all season long, and this is exactly how I thought it was going to go down. Josh Allen trying to do everything he can. He gets a little bit, they put a little too much pressure on him to do everything in the book and then some to win them games, and they come up short.
This crazy stray with that Sean McDermott firing. I don't know why he got fired.
Why do you think he's the James Franklin of the NFL. Why do you think he should have been?
What roster has he had besides Josh Allen?
What roster has he had? This is the worst Bills. I'm not going to disagree. This is the worst Bills team this is the worst Bills team since Josh Allen became a superstar. I'm not going to disagree with that. But listen, at the end of the day, the Patriots are in the AFC Championship game against Jarrett Stidham. If the New England Patriots win that game and they're playing in the Super Bowl, that means the New England Patriots will have gone from Cam Newton, Mac Jones, and Bailey Zappi swapping places with Mac Jones, a 4-win season with Drake May, and they'll have gone farther in year 2 of Drake May than the Bills have in 7 years of Josh Allen and 6 years of winning the division.
Yeah, my opposition to that is the Bills had one team that they couldn't get past, and it was the Chiefs. And yes, while that loss was inexcusable to the Broncos,
had one team he couldn't get past, and it was Ohio State. Should he have stayed?
Sean McDermott does not deserve to get fired. He can't control Josh Allen, as Joel said, with the ball 5 feet away from his body and fumbling
them. If you can't control your players, you absolutely deserve to get fired.
I strongly disagree. If Patrick Mahomes goes out there and throws 5 picks and they lose the game, you're going to blame Andy Reid and fire him?
Here's the thing with McDermott and the Bills. McDermott did a lot of good things in Buffalo. He turned them from a dysfunctional organization that was perennially not doing much to a team that consistently made the playoffs and won several division titles in a row. Correct. But, again, James Franklin of the NFL, is he the guy to get you over the hump? There is no evidence to suggest that he is, and I have zero confidence in this fact that he is. Sean McDermott's bed was made, for better or for worse, when Mahomes, Lamar, and Burrow missed the playoffs. This was Buffalo's chance. This was the year that they should have made the Super Bowl and probably won the Super Bowl. This was a divisional round loss. It was over. You had to make the AFC Championship game if he wanted to keep his job. I do agree with you. The roster construction this year is also a problem. I don't understand why GM Brandon Beane is getting promoted after a season like this because, again, as I mentioned, this was the worst Bills team since Josh Allen's become a superstar, and it was the worst possible time to have that happen because you put a Bills team from last year or even 2 years ago in this AFC, they're running the table and they're making the Super Bowl, no questions asked.
Yeah, I don't think James Franklin, though, is the right comparison because
Why?
Sean McDermott, it's been one team in the Kansas City Chiefs. It's not like James Franklin is losing to the same team over and over again.
Joel, has James Franklin lost to the same team over and over again?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
He lost to UCLA. I mean, there's other teams there that he can't
okay, well,
beat.
he lost those 2 games to UCLA, but you know what 2 losses you could always circle for James Franklin on their schedule? Michigan and Ohio State.
Yeah, it's...
You want to talk about losing game?
Yeah, but the whole
is
James
for a
Franklin
reason.
thing is his quarterbacks, his players are not inadvertently selling the game. Josh Allen lost the game. Sean McDermott did not lose the game.
Well, here's the thing. Josh Allen does lose the game, and Sean McDermott loses the game because you are the head coach of your football team. Josh Allen has played football that way for years. He's played it high risk, high reward football. If that's the brand you want to play, go have at it. That's how they decided they want to play. The head coach is the one who sets that identity. If it's Josh Allen if Josh Allen's going out there and doing whatever Josh Allen wants to do, you either don't have a grip on your quarterback, which is a disaster in itself, who's the most important player on your team, or you're encouraging him to go out there and make boneheaded decisions, which have repeatedly come up and cost you in big spots. So I really don't understand what you're trying to say here. Like, if Sean McDermott is not in control of Josh Allen, that in itself is a fireable.
Yeah, absolutely. You brought up earlier, what happened to the Bills are, these mistakes that they keep making, and one of them is Josh Allen's, not his talent, obviously, but his decision-making. If you're the head coach, that's something that you have to bring up
Correct.
in meetings and practice. And to your point, no Burrow, Lamar, Mahomes.
Yeah.
Do I think a Super Bowl is in the cards soon for the Bills?
I think
it's possible. Will they have a better chance than this? Absolutely not.
I
They will
like their
not have a better
chances more.
chance.
I'll say this, going
Unless
forward,
this
though.
Patriots season was a fluke.
Going forward, I don't think Sean McDermott was ever the coach for them. I didn't think he was ever the guy for them. I think they have a big hire to make this offseason. It'd be really interesting to see what they do with that team, but they have a lot of changes to make in Buffalo. And I think it starts with roster. I think it also, the head coach is a huge hire for them.
Well, let's spend some time now with the other game that happened on Sunday, and that was the Patriots taking down the Texans 28-16. Ryan, I'll go to you. A lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers in this one. And you know what I've heard all these last few days? Man, what an easy path for the New England Patriots. I mean, can you believe how easy they're going to have it? They have to play Justin Herbert and C.J. Stroud, and now they get to play Jarrett Stidham in the AFC Championship game. Oh, my. Can you get an easier path? Here's what I say to that. Where is the credit for this New England Patriots defense that has played the best 2 games it's played all season and the time when it matters the most? You want to talk about a team that was doubted all season long for its schedule. I heard so many people pick against them against the Chargers, pick against them against the Texans because of the Texans defense, because of the Chargers defense. It's Drake May's first playoff game. We can't trust him. It's his first time in the NFL playoffs. How is he going to fare? Well, here's the deal, man. Drake May's been fine. Have the turnovers been an issue? Absolutely. But he's made up for it with the unbelievable plays that he's made. So in both playoff games, he's had unbelievable touchdown throws. Gotta love that. That's number one. But again, what's getting lost in the shuffle here is the people who are saying that the Patriots are playing an easy schedule are the same people who are saying they would lose to Houston and lose to LA. And so Herbert and Stroud both struggle against the Pats defense. But where there's no credit given to the Patriots, there's no credit given to anybody. It's just, Herbert and Stroud choked. Well, where's the defense causing them to play poorly?
How
Where's
about
the credit for that?
You can credit the defense, but I don't think we can act like C.J. Stroud
I'm not arguing
and
that
the
CJ
Texans have been an elite offense.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
It is a lot on Stroud's play, and give credit to the 5 turnovers. Unbelievable game for the defense. But
I
there is
have
a
an
point
issue
to be
when
made.
people say that the Texans are going to beat the Patriots and then act like the Patriots have played an easy path.
Well,
Pick
to
one
your
or the
point,
other.
you said they were concerned about Drake May, and like you said, he's played fine. He hasn't actually won them these games. The defense has, to your point. So, people picking the Texans, not a good look, but were they picking them for the right reasons? Yes.
Fair enough.
I had to argue this. You brought up the Patriots defense. The Chargers and Texans offense have had big dents in their rosters. You play the Chargers, well, the Patriots are going to feast because Los Angeles doesn't have arguably one of the 2 best tackles in the NFL.
Do you think the Patriots defense has not been impressive the last 2 weeks?
Well, I think you have to look at who they're playing and who's on the roster on the offensive side. The Texans didn't have their top target, Nico Collins. They didn't have their star right tackle in Trent Brown. And for half the game, Dalton Schultz wasn't playing.
You got to give him some credit.
Listen, man, they have the most pressures of any team in football in these playoffs. They have 72. No other team has.
It's easy to pressure an offensive lineman with two of their best stars out.
All right, man. All right. This is what I'm talking about here. Do you where do you? I don't understand what you want. What more do you want from the Patriots?
That Patriots
what more do you want to
There's no
see?
more I need to see from the Patriots. It's just
Clearly
the
there is.
circumstances they're put in. I'm not
So do you
impressed
think they've
by
had an
it.
easy path to the
To the playoffs?
Do you think they've had
to
an easy
the
path
playoffs?
in the playoffs?
I think they have.
I firmly disagree with that.
Yeah,
I firmly disagree with that.
we're sure
Drake May is about to become one of the first quarterbacks in NFL history to play top 5 defenses in a playoff run. No quarterback has beaten top 3 defenses in a playoff run. You know what we're going to hear after, hypothetically, let's say he beats Jarrett Stidham. You know what we're going to hear? Man, easy path when he's going to be the first quarterback to ever beat 3 top 5 defenses in one playoff run.
It was
It's
either
absurd.
3
It's
or
ridiculous.
4 for 14 on third down. And to your point, it was the defense that won him the games. Let's not do this whole Drake May thing.
Oh, I am happily going to do this Drake May.
So
thing.
then quickly, with the
been good.
AFC Championship
He's been
game,
good.
who do you have?
That's
the
it.
Patriots.
Patriots.
You have I'm going to go Broncos. I think the home
Shocker.
team wins.
Shocker.
Listen,
Not with Stidham.
third time's the charm.
Not with Nick
Against
either.
the Patriots. I think this Broncos defense, I know the second half of the season hasn't been as good as the first, but I think they get the job done.
All right, champ.
That's all the time we have for the AFC playoff side, but we're going to flip over to the NFC side when we come back on the lineup.